videos a bit earlier today. Let's just refresh, make sure we got nothing. Okay, so Tropical Storm Dolly is now here. I will make another video tonight, just going over more stuff, and I'll do another update on the tropics, but this early update's just going to be over the tropics, not anything else. Okay, so Tropical Storm Dolly has just formed, and this is advisory 1 of it. I need to zoom in on this. Let me show you the original. Okay. So this is where Dolly is right now. The maximum sustained winds is 40 miles an hour. It's a tropical storm right now. It's moving west at 24 miles an hour, so that's pretty fast. But by Saturday night, it'll be a post-tropical cyclone. So it'll kind of like weaken its core, and there's a very small chance that it'll survive and could get up here or in the Gulf. I'll give it about a 25% chance it survives the wind shear, because it is moving pretty fast, so that means it could, because like if it moves slower it probably wouldn't survive, but it's moving like 25 miles an hour basically, so there's a higher chance it could survive the wind shear. There's about 30 to 40 knots of it, and the wind shear is likely to stay here throughout the season. You might see a couple days break, but that's not going to be very often. This is the path. So like anybody in like the Caribbean islands and the Greater and Lesser Antilles might get some rain, so that'll be good for them. It doesn't have the rain on here. This is just the wind. What is 50 knot wind possibility? And tropical storm wind possibility. So that's it right there. Hurricane, it's probably not gonna, there's nothing. So that's that on the National Hurricane Center for Dolly. I want to get an early start because I just saw this, so yeah. I feel like I had to make an early video about it. So we have 3 high chance areas of development. We have 90, 90, and an 80. We also have a 20% chance that'll develop here. And we have Lala up there. Advisor 61, so it's about to get to the record of like 85 or something. But I think within the next few advisories it's gonna cross the 180 east line, so the National Hurricane Center is gonna stop monitoring it. I think like the Japanese Hurricane Center, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a Japan center or something, will probably start tracking this. And I guess we'll look at, so we have Dolly here again. That's the Hurricane Center. Because where it's at right now, just this is coordinates, there's no land around it. So this is the spaghetti plots for the EPS, the European. So it looks like it does have some making it up here. Because it only goes down 144, so that's why it all stops then. But you could have some that survive the wind shear and get north. That has been kind of a trend. Or 00Z definitely did not show as much of a signal. I did not mean to do that. Give me a couple seconds. Chat, give me. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with the tabs? Sorry about that. That was not planned. Okay. Probably doesn't have 18Z. I don't think it'll have 12Z because Dolly's a new thing. This is a GFS ensembles right here. It likes it getting to Cuba, but it kind of stops. It doesn't really show the signal much because it kind of just dies out. But the GFS wants a few getting north, but yeah. The GFS really does not like it. I've never really bought the GFS. I still really don't, but it does show a little bit more of a realistic scenario. But I still buy the other models just because the GFS has been so bad this tropical season. I wouldn't call it a hurricane season because we haven't had any hurricanes. I'm just going to call it a tropical season. This is the European for the full 360, like I said. It always has a few outliers that get there. By the way, if this happens, I don't buy it because that's like 50 miles an hour or something like that. That's crazy fast. If that were to happen, definitely not happening. Okay, so we're on with our GFS. Hopefully we should have enough of the GFS, because we'll show it what it does with Dolly here. Let me do something real fast. Okay, there we go. Got that organized. Let me actually zoom in. Where's Western Atlantic? So this is Dolly right here. See, GFS still does not want it at all. Dang it, I don't think we do have enough of the GFS. We might have to come back to this later. Dang it. I think we have all of the Canadian though. We do need to look at that. No, we only have 84 hours of the Canadian. Wait, we'll look at the icon. I've already looked at this and it could be a realistic, this is the 25% outlier that I'm kind of, forecasting. See, this is like the 25% where it gets a hurricane going out of Dolly. Like, the, icon doesn't, or the, German model does not put this as far south, so. But this is the 25% scenario that I gave out at the beginning of the video. I don't really buy it, but it honestly is a realistic possibility. Let's look at the Canadian, see how much of it we can get. So I think it has Dolly right here. So kind of the same with the GFS. It kind of shows it dying out there. Same with the GFS. We'll come back to this at the end of the video. So let's look at the Euro AI. Does not really like the signal of Dolly. So yeah, it doesn't really like the signal of the other wave after that. Which I will get to the other wave in a little bit after I cover Dolly. And then here's the GenCast. It does want a few to get into the Gulf and take a Helene track, but I don't buy it. I think if it went to the Gulf, it'd realistically probably get out to here and maybe do that. I don't know what could happen. And the GFS has been really trending this other system. You see, you have a few members that get it. Is this, we're on the OSA? Okay. So we have a few members right here. This is the other system I was talking about. It may look all scattered like this up here. Trust me. You'll see what I'm about to show you. And once we get the GFS a little bit more, hopefully I can show you. Okay, so that's that. Let's look at our 12Z, see what we have of it. We only have 30 hours of it. Still has Dolly right there. Doesn't really like the signal off Africa as much on that. Okay, well, let's go to our GFS AI GFS, whatever. Okay, so let's see where it has Dolly, and then let's look at Euro AI. We have more of the Canadian, we don't. How much of the Canadian do we have on pivotal weather? I need to check that. Only 84. We have 159 hours of the GFS. What about on here? We have 156. We might need to look at pivotal weather. So this is the 06Z for the Euro AI. Still does not like that Dolly. It doesn't catch on to the system, but of course it's an AI model. Still so low res. Let's go ahead and look at the GFS because I think we might have enough of it. I think 200 hours is preferable enough, but I think this should be enough to cover what I'm about to talk about. No, it is not enough. We do not have it far enough out. So you see this little tropical system right here that gets going around the 4th, 5th, and it has kind of been consistent with it as well. It's been a new trend, but still. It really wants a tropical system right there, and it wants it to kind of go up and take it with that. So that's the thing I was talking about. We don't even have Dolly on here because it's new, so none of the hurricane models have it yet. Because the 12Z hasn't loaded in. Alright, now let's see what the AI GFS, because the AI GFS really likes that September 5th wave really much. The 12Z's really picked it up. Let's actually go back to the 06Z to compare it. You can see that little wave right there at 1012 millibar low. The IGFS really liked the signal, but then it does the same thing with Dolly to where it just dies out. I mean, at one point it brought it all the way down to like a 1003 low. Tropical storm. None of the other models have shown this, but like I said, it's a new trend. So it's probably got to take a couple runs to get the hang of the trend. Even the 0Z liked it too. What about yesterday's 18Z? But it still wants it kind of dying out. Yesterday's 18Z, what did it show? Not much of a signal. So I definitely think it has uptrended. I haven't even, I just keep delaying the 12Z, I'm sorry about that. So there's our system right here, 1010 low. It's kept it about the same, it's still at 1003 low. I say it's downtrending a little bit, but still wants it to die, but it still holds on to it a little bit right there. But it doesn't really become much of a signal. But it is just something to watch, because you never know what could happen with it. It's just a tropical wave right here. Okay, now it's moment of truth. Do we have enough of the models? Something's wrong with this model. I think no, it's not. Never mind. It just wasn't updating on the menu. We have 96 hours of the Canadian, because I mainly want to cover Dolly on this. The Canadian still really likes Dolly taking the northern track. It still really likes that for some reason, which I do think it still could happen. Let's go take our Dolly right here. And I think this is Dolly right here. It takes a little track up Florida. So it doesn't really like it, but you do see a little L pop up right there. That is the tropical system, but no, never mind, that's not it. This is it, I think, yeah. Do we have enough for GFS? I probably should have waited a couple more minutes to record this, because that's the only thing we're going to have enough for the GFS. Alright, GFS has a bit of a signal right there. Let's compare this to our 06Z, and then that's going to be it for the video. I think this is what we have. This gets caught up with like the remnants of that right there. That's gonna be it for this video. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get to the full, but yeah, Nam wants to die out. Okay, so that's gonna be it, and I'll make another video later tonight, like normal, around 9 p.m. So I'll do another tropical update for you guys. Bye. Hope you enjoyed.